What's up, gamers? So I used Dromai in the first ever Battle Hardened in Tokyo. Enjoyed the event so much. I saw my picture in the official photos. As you can see here, it's pretty cool. And for the Battle Hardened, all the participants received this very cool foil Teklovosen Steamed Magnet. The foiling on this is pretty cool, as you can see here. And during the event, I used Dromai. So I tweaked my Dromai list a little bit, and this is the version that I brought to the event. So we have Dromai as our hero, and I was actually experimenting with some legendaries for the event. And I thought that for Blitz, Diadem of Dream State is actually very serviceable for Dromai. Testing with this diadem, which is actually very cheap for now, and I'm actually happy with how it performed for Dromai. Diadem of Dream State has this once per turn when this or a non-token permanent you control with ward is destroyed, you may pay 1 if you do create a ponder token. So that ponder will activate at the end of your turn and you will draw a card. So for Dromai, I thought it was a very good fit because you'd be pitching red, thus you would be creating an Ash with this, and you'd be preventing 2 damage, basically it's blocking for 2, and you'd be drawing that card off of Ponder. So I thought that this was a pretty cool budget legendary for Dromai, and moving that out of the way, we're still running Flamecall Furnace, Snapdragon, and Silken Form, and Storm of Sandikai. We have a bunch of Ash Wings and Ash. Then I'm also running another ward here. If you have both Wave of Reality and the Diadem, so since the Diadem will trigger with any non-token permanent you control with ward, so it goes well with these two in very aggro matchups. Then we are also running our 3 Arcane Barrier package. So these 3 are actually my sideboard. I'm running Breaking Point and a copy of Humble. So for my main deck, I'm still running 10 copies of Dragons. Since we are running a red line Dromai, we want all the 0 and 1 drop dragons. So we have Dromai, Azvolai, Miragai, Kyloria, and Yendurai. So we're running 10 dragons. Burn them all. I cannot stress how I really like this card. So the arcane damage for this one will go the extra mile and can really win you games. Then I'm still running the Flamecall Awakening Phoenix Flame package. I'm only running 1 copy of Phoenix Flame, and usually I'm just pitching this for that extra resource from Flamescale Furnace. Very seldom do I use this to attack for 1. Then what changed are my attacks actually. So my previous iteration for this deck, I was only running 1 Phantasm, which was the Embermaw Cenipai. For now, I've added the Dunebreaker Cenipai as well because I wanted to be more aggressive. So I'm running a main deck Humble. You can easily swap this for, of course, a Command and Conquer or Erase Face if you have those. Still running 2 copies of Snatch, the 0 drop 4 attacks for us. So Ravenous Rabble will always be a 4 attack in this deck because we're running all reds. And Snatch, when this hits, we draw a card. This is one of our favorite targets for Snapdragon Scalers. And of course, Sweeping Blow, although it's just a 3 damage, but basically you'd be generating 2 ashes. 1 is for pitching 1 for this, and when you attack, it will generate another ash. So the next cards are actually 6 cards that we are running, which will transform Ash into Ash Wings. So these cards are actually very important in matchups like Guardian or any other match that will not care about our 1/1s. So 2 copies of Billowing Mirage. Rake the Embers is an all-star for me. especially in those matchups. So try not to block with this against those matchups, and try to save this and transform 3 ashes into Aether Ashwings and let your opponent waste their attack. Most of the time they'll just gonna disregard the Ashwings, but for example, if you have a Burn Them All, I remember there was a round wherein I placed 2 Burn Them Alls against a Bravo, and each of my Ashwings, so even if they pop your Ashwings, it's okay, because 2 arcane damage from Burn Them All, if you have 2, is very good against them. Running 2 copies of Dustup. So when this hits, you create an Ash, then you transform up to 1 Ash into an Aether Ashwing. So again, this is one of my other favorite target for Snapdragon Scalers. And I was running 8 copies of defense cards. So basically, Sigil of Solace. It's not actually a defense, but it gains you life. Oasis Respite for Kano matchups, because it's a big event, so I was expecting that there would be a lot of Kano. 2 copies main deck Sand Cover. Again, this will give ward, so it would give me a chance to block regular attacks and also any kind of damage. Then last but not the least, 2 copies of Sink Below. So that was my first Battle Hardened experience. It was very fun and I really liked it. It's really nice seeing a lot of people, like a lot of people from outside Japan has come. So this is it for my updated Dromai list. So Bright Lights has provided us with the new tome, and that tome really goes well with Crown of Dominion, although I still believe that Crown of Providence should still be your go-to legendary. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and for other Dromai enthusiasts out there, please let me know on what you're running for Blitz and what you're running for CC. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.